Welcome back to The Distressed Princess. I'm Rhonda. In today's video, I've made it my mission to turn my sad back deck into an outdoor space I'm gonna love spending time in. So let's take another look at what I'm working with, which is really nothing. I have always dreamed of having a pretty outdoor area that I can spend time in. I want it to be cozy and I want it to stand up to weather so I can be out there in the fall and winter. And sometimes when I'm outside doing work, Yachty likes to get fresh air and stay in this little pen. So I turned to my friends at Costway for some help. If I was ever going to get any patio furniture, I figured this would be the best time of year to do it because it is so deeply discounted. And I'm working with a $600 budget for everything, so I'll show you exactly what I picked out and other things that I got. So for it to be a true outdoor room, I felt strongly that it needed a roof, and since I don't have a roof over my back deck, I wanted to get one of these gazebos. This 10 by 10 was perfect for the size of my deck, and it was only $199. And I picked out this 3-piece furniture set because I thought it was the most bang for my buck as far as seating is concerned, and also comes with a table. So for $229, I put that in my cart. And for more seating, I also picked out this 2-seater glider because who doesn't love to sit and rock in a rocking chair? And it was a really good price, so I put that in my cart too. The price of all that nice furniture only came to $537, which left me $63 left for decorating. Now I know that might send some people into a panic, but $63 can go a really long way at a thrift store, so keep watching. Another great way to stay on budget when you're decorating is to check Facebook Marketplace, and this is where I found my outdoor rug. It was still new, still in the little container for $20. And at the Faith Alive thrift store in my town, I went to the pillow section where I was hoping just to find some old pillows to use for outdoor pillows, and I came across these wonderful canvas pillowcases. I picked up some pillows to put inside and some fall florals, and all of this was only, you're never gonna guess, $8. Then of course, you know, I had to craft something, so I'm going to make a tree with these fall florals that I got half price at Hobby Lobby. And I picked up this spindle for, I got 2 of them actually for $5. So $2.50 for one spindle, and this 12 by 12 square piece of wood that was already in my barn. So with all my thrifty decorations, my total was $54.50, and I still had $8.50 left. So putting together the fall tree was really simple. Like I said, this is a 12 by 12 piece of plywood, and I'm just going to paint it with some black chalk paint. Then I flipped it on the back side and marked the center. Then I pre-drilled a hole so that a screw could go up through the middle so that the spindle can attach on the top side. There was already a hole in the bottom of the spindle, so I'm just going to use that to attach, but I'm also going to use some wood glue to make sure that it is really secure. Then just put the spindle down over the screw and twist until it's secure in place. And clean up any extra glue that might have seeped out around the edges. Then I used a really large drill bit to make a large hole in the center, and then a small drill bit to drill some smaller holes. This is where the florals are going to stick down in the spindle, and I'll show you how. Well, there's really nothing to it. You just start putting the stems down inside of the holes. But I did use wire cutters to cut the stems apart so I have different heights. So that's what the smaller holes are for, to hold just like a leaf or two. And then the large hole in the center is going to hold the taller stems. That's going to make it a taller tree. When I was putting my leaves down into the spindle, I realized that it was a little wobbly, so I had to retighten everything after I put my leaves in. When I stepped back and look at it, I decided it needed some stems coming out the side. So on each side I drilled 2 or 3 holes, and then I put some of the stems in those, and with those I did add some wood glue to try to keep them in place. If you feel like your stems on the top are not going to be secure enough, then you can add wood glue to those too. And this is the finished product, and it's going to be perfect for my new back deck. Meanwhile, my furniture has come in. It was less than a week. It was just a few days and this stuff was here. So I'm going to get to unboxing and putting it all together. The instructions were really easy to follow on all of the pieces, and there were no issues with putting any of it together. It's all very pretty and sturdy, and I'll tell you more in the reveal. The decorating was my favorite part. It was so fun. And I have some tips for you concerning your outdoor pillows. Tip number 1 is if you have a pillowcase that has extra room in it and your pillow inside is not quite big enough to fill it out, just use some grocery sacks to fill in the extra area. And tip number 2 is to keep your pillows from blowing away in the wind. So pick up some sand from anywhere. I got this from the Dollar Tree, and a Ziploc bag. Pour about half the bag of sand into the Ziploc bag, enough that you know that this pillow is not going anywhere in a wind, and just slip it inside the pillowcase. And tip number 3, instead of buying seasonal pillows, and you would have to store them and change them out every season, buy neutral pillows or pillowcases, because these are all pillowcases I thrifted, and add seasonal things to them. So I'm adding these pumpkins now, and at Christmas time, maybe I'll add a pine cone or Christmas trees. Now, are you ready for the big reveal? Well, first, let's remember what we started with. A sad little deck with nothing on it, nowhere really to sit, nowhere to be comfortable, and definitely nowhere to get out of the rain and snow. But all that has changed now. I absolutely love my outdoor living space. I love my Costway furniture, and the whole vibe of it is just making me so happy. I love that I can come out here in the morning and have a comfortable place to have my coffee. And I love that this is made out of that plastic rattan that is going to last a really long time. And I love that I got this glider because it's just so cozy to sit out here with a blanket and just rock and glide and enjoy the scenery. And let's not forget the gazebo, the ever important roof over my head that makes this such a cozy space. I picked this gazebo specifically because it was 10 by 10 and fit right on my deck perfectly, but also because it has these drainage holes so water can't collect on top. It's also ventilated and has a place where you can hang a light or chandelier. And I put my tree right here in the corner next to my glider. And remember, I do have another spindle, so my mind is working on how to make this tree another way, like for Christmas. So I'm thinking on that. And look how pretty it is when I walk up these steps and I have all this waiting for me to sit and relax. Thank you so much to Costway for sponsoring today's video and helping me make the outdoor space that I have wanted for so long. And remember, all of this pretty stuff does not have to cost a fortune. I had all of this delivered right to my house within 1 week's time and had it all set up and looking pretty as could be. There will be links in my description box below for all of the furniture that you see here, and you can use this discount code to get 10% off your order. And at Costway, you always have free shipping and 30-day returns. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm going to be off for the next 2 weeks, but I'll be back with more crafting fun, and guess what? It'll be Christmas crafting time. So I can't wait to see you then, and I'll see you next time. Bye!